Using percents to find increases and decreases. You might be just the person I'm looking for. There's a job opening in our office, and I need a person with good attention to detail. To find out if you're the right person for the job, I'd like to give you an observation test. I need to let you know, though, you must be able to calculate the percent of change. I'll give you a crash course on this subject first. You might want to pause the video and get a calculator, a pencil, and some paper so that you'll be ready. By the end of today's lesson, you will know how to find the percent of change. Let's get started. Click Next to begin. The vice president of the company has a question for us. Last week, our business added 30 new customers. This week, we added 25. What is the percent of change? The percent of change is found by first setting up a ratio, comparing the amount of change to the original amount. In this example, the amount of change is found by subtracting the two amounts, 30 minus 25. This gives us a difference of 5. This difference is placed in the numerator of the ratio, and the original amount, 30, is placed in the denominator of the ratio. There is no need to simplify this ratio because we are going to change it to a percent. You can do this by setting up a proportion with an equivalent ratio out of 100, but there's another way that most people find faster. Rewrite the percent of change ratio as a division problem, making sure the dividend has 2 decimal places. Divide and write the remainder if there is one. You know that percent means out of 100, so the first 2 digits after the decimal point are equivalent to the percent. The remainder is written as a fraction, 20/30ths, which simplifies to 2/3. This means that the percent of change is 16 2/3%. Study this slide carefully. If you would like to see another example, click Next. If you think you're ready for my observation test, click Skip. Now here's a little test of your powers of observation. I'm going to tell a story about the elevator in our building. It will be your job to keep track of all the details related to the story because I'm going to ask you an important question at the end. Keep your calculator and paper nearby so that you can use them as you go along. As soon as you're ready to start, click Next. The elevator started out completely empty. It opened up on the first floor and 8 people got on. Jot down these details and then click Next. There were 8 people on the elevator. The elevator went to the 5th floor. When the doors opened, some people got off, leaving 6 people in the elevator. What is the percent of change for the number of people on the elevator? Do your work on scrap paper and then type the answer in the box. Six more people got on the elevator. The elevator then went to the 9th floor. After some people left the elevator, there were 6 people remaining. What is the percent of change for the number of people on the elevator? Type your answer in the box. With the 6 new people, there were 12 people on the elevator before the doors opened on the 9th floor. 6 people remained, so the difference is 6. The ratio showing percent of change would be 6 to 12. Completing the division gives you the decimal equivalent of 50 hundredths, or 50%. Let's review where we are now. After the 6 left the elevator, 6 people remained. 4 more people got on, so there are now 10 on the elevator. Click Next to continue. 4 people got on, so there were now 10 people in the elevator. The elevator went to the 12th floor. After some people left, there was only 1 person remaining on the elevator. What is the percent of change for the number of people on the elevator? Type your answer in the box. "14 more people got on the elevator. The elevator then went down to the 6th floor, where some people got off. There were 6 people left on the elevator. What is the percent of change for the number of people on the elevator? Type your answer in the box. Six people got on the elevator at the 6th floor. The elevator went back to the 1st floor, where 12 people got off. What is the percent of change for the number of people on the elevator? Type your answer in the box. Now I'm going to ask you a question to see how well you remembered the details of this story. Do you have your notes handy? Okay, here's the question. How many floors up did the elevator go? I guess that really isn't a fair question, is it? Alright, you can look back in the video to find the answer. When you have it, type the number into the box. The elevator went up 12 floors. You did a great job today learning about percent of change. You learned that the percent of change is the amount that a quantity increases or decreases. The percent of change is found by setting up a ratio of the amount of change and the original amount. Often you need to subtract the new amount and the original amount to find the amount of change. The ratio can be set equal to a ratio with a denominator of 100. Or you can divide to find the decimal equivalent. You know, I really like the way you worked through this video today. I think we have a place for you on our team. Be sure to stop by my office first thing Monday morning. See you then. Please review any information that you do not understand.